Have you ever stopped, truly stopped, to ask yourself, what if the smartest thing you could ever do is admit how little you actually know? Not just the facts you confidently spout in conversations, the opinions you defend with fervor, or the assumptions you build your life upon. But at your core, are you clinging to the illusion of knowledge, blinding yourself to growth, or embracing the humility of "I know nothing," opening doors to true wisdom that arrogance keeps shut? In the bustling marketplaces of ancient Athens, where a philosopher roamed questioning the wise and exposing their ignorance, Socrates, the gadfly who stung society into self-examination, delivered a paradox that flips our world. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. At first, it might sound like defeat, a confession of inadequacy in a world that celebrates experts and know-it-alls. But oh, dear listener, lean in closer. This is no weakness. It's the ultimate strength, a gateway to endless curiosity, learning, and a life unburdened by the arrogance that blinds us to truth. Today, in this extended narrative, I'll guide you through the profound layers of this wisdom, weaving stories of know-it-alls, humbled and nothing-knowers, enlightened real-world lessons on embracing ignorance for growth, and practical steps to turn "I know nothing" into your superpower for wisdom. Promise me you'll stay with me. By the end, you might just find the courage to question everything and discover the wisdom within. Picture this: Socrates, deemed wisest by the Oracle at Delphi, not claiming vast knowledge but admitting ignorance, questioning politicians, poets, craftsmen, revealing their knowing as illusion. His wisdom? Knowing his limits. Lesson 1. Assumed knowledge blinds. Admitted ignorance illuminates. In our information-saturated era, we binge facts, declare expertise after a podcast, but Dunning-Kruger research echoes Socrates. Least knowledgeable, overestimate most. Apply it to opinions. Next debate, pause. Do I truly know or assume? This invites deeper dialogue, boosting understanding 25% per communication studies. But let's dive deeper into a narrative tale to illustrate. Once upon a time, in a knowledge-driven world, much like ours, lived Priya, a confident consultant whose expertise dazzled clients, strategies bold, advice assertive. But projects failed repeatedly, overlooked details, ignored feedback. Arrogant, she blamed teams. Humbled by demotion, Priya read Socrates. The quote hit like reset. Her wisdom was illusion, true wisdom in knowing nothing. Awakening, Priya shifted, approached problems humbly, asked, "What don't I know?" Sought diverse input, iterated with openness. Within a year, successes soared, reputation as wise leader. Nothing knowing birthed true knowing. Lesson 2. Ignorance admission sparks mastery. Like Priya, we know fields, but ignore blind spots. Harvard's growth mindset shows admitting limits increases learning 30%. In Growth, journal. 3 things I know nothing about. Explore 1. Now, let's pivot to the emotional realm, where this wisdom heals the heart. Socrates' know nothing isn't defeat. It's humility freeing from ego's prisons. Assumed knowing breeds contempt. Admitted ignorance fosters empathy. Lesson 3. Limits awareness builds connections. Relationship expert John Gottman. Assuming no partners breeds conflict. Admitting ignorance saves 50% more marriages. Practically in arguments. Help me understand what I don't know about your view. This reduces misunderstandings 35% per communication research. Weaving in societal impact. Consider how know-it-all attitudes divide. Polarized debates rage because sides know truth exclusively. Lesson 4. Humility bridges divides. MLK admitted know nothing of others' full pain, inspiring empathy across races. In community, lead with, What don't I know about your experience? De-escalates 40% of conflicts per negotiation research. As our story unfolds further, explore creativity. Socrates questioned to birth ideas. Know nothing sparks invention. Lesson 5. Ignorance fuels innovation. J.K. Rowling admitted know nothing of publishing, persisting through rejections to create Harry Potter. In Pursuits, approach as beginner. What basic assumption am I wrong about? Creativity expert Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi notes this wonder boosts flow 25%, but a caution. Know nothing invites paralysis if unchecked. Lesson 6. Balance with action. Stoics built on Socrates. No limits. Act boldly on what you can. Finally, as we conclude this epic exploration, remember, Socrates' wisdom led to his trial, but his know-nothing lives eternally, questioning us to greater depths. Lesson 7. True knowing is lifelong humility. Daily affirm, today I know nothing, and that's my wisdom. My dear listener, we've traversed ancient marketplaces, modern minds, and personal rebirths. Socrates' know nothing isn't limitation. It's invitation to infinity. Embrace it. Grow boundless. If this resonates, share something you know nothing about below. Until next time, may wisdom light your path. Because the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. And in that, find endless knowing.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.